Is that it's easy for a needle of the eye to get into the evidence of the eye to behold it. That is the eye, and that is also known as the stellar gateway, which is the chakra, and that's above the sun, solar star, and the moon consciousness star. Okay, this is your chakra, the Kundalini horizon, where you can see your higher self, and it opens at Isha, which is at night, which is why the dream world comes into the reality of the moon world. That's the lunar eclipse. Cool. That's the lunar eclipse right there. It's when those spells about to get real. Gotta say, I said, son pasé. When the government respect that quality. That's when the spells about to get real. See, it was low at first. That's the Hunter's moon. That's the lunar eclipse. That's Jupiter. So the moon changes color based on the planet, and the planets have different color from what I'm seeing right now. The sun, moon, oh yeah, the season change. That's the world. It's active. It's active. That's the Hunter's moon. In Vegas, that moon bright. This is when they go hunt. Yeah, it's active. I'm gonna get the other camera. Everybody gotta say, I said, son passé. When the government respect that quality. So the download that I received from that new is that the Atlantis is while we are embryos, and when in the embryo, the mothers of a sea is just like your brain having a solo independency but connected. The embryo has a brain, and Atlantis is under the world where it was the water world. And when you came out of the womb, the land had dried up, and you will now be on level 3 of the dimension, which is N3 of an atom. So N1, N2, and N3 are layers of the universe that's well within below. So how you get from as so below as above is through the fallopian tube, which is like a water slide, which is why my homeboy would say the water part. So every woman has a water part, and the embryo is the snake. And when you was in the womb, or you was an embryo, where thousands and thousands of embryos was rushing into the egg, that is the city of Atlantis. That is the city within inside of a city, which is the water world. And that's where Anu and different things come from, because that embryo was the germ that was separated, which is also called embryo mythology. So, if you look, that's how Jesus was a test tube baby, because he was the embryo, he was the seed that was placed inside of the Virgin Mary that she got as a potion from her sister. You got what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So the city of Atlantis is actually the embryo within the side of a womb. And everything that happened in that city, you have to tap into a new and a mother Kai, which is the Akhenaten, which are star seeds. So only star seeds would be able to see the water and know it to the acoustic records, which is also above you. And that's why you have superposition, which is two places at once, which is also quantum. And you have the 5 sciences: quantum physics, melanin, grounding, biology, and astrology. Okay? So Mother Kai, and then below that, above a level 3 level, which would be a level 6 level, which would be the sky, which is Nut. All right, so that's why woman is in charge of man, and that's why man serves woman, and man is the sun, and woman is the moon. All right, and above that is Anu. So there's definitely levels of understanding to be awoke, which is consciousness. All right, peace to the gods, I love myself, and that's why we have the 3. Because the level 3 is beyond the 3rd dimension. You feel me?